Kendrew for ESPR Boxing. Delighted to be joined by Sahni. Dev, we'll start with Hamza Shiraz. I don't think words do it justice, so one question, who beats him?
I'm not sure anyone does. I'm just not sure. I'm not sure how many middleweights in the world would start as a favourite right now against Hamza Shiraz. That's kind of the nicest way I can put it. Jamal Charlo is the WBC champion. He doesn't seem to be defending that belt much. There's an interim thing going on underneath there. Adames is a good middleweight. Hey, maybe Adames might start as a favourite, but I don't know. No one does that to Liam Williams. He's been stopped once before on a cut. He showed frailty against Eubank early on, but then he finished that fight very strong. Demolition job, and yeah, we've got something very special.
That leads me on to my next point. Obviously, I think everyone did expect Hamza Shiraz to stop Liam Williams at some point, but to do it in the first round the way he did, it almost seemed like the first jab Shiraz landed, Williams just buckled.
His jab's like a right hand. He might have one of the hardest jabs in world boxing right now. It's not just this fight that he's doing that sort of stuff in. He did it in his last fight against an unbeaten Ukrainian, with everyone booing him. It happened in the Polish stadium on the Dwar Usyk undercard. He had him over with jabs. He's got tremendous power. He can put you to sleep with either hand, and fair play. I think we've got a monster.
On that subject, Sam Noakes, 13-0, 13 knockouts. No one does that way. You know, he reminds me almost of a younger Golovkin. You know, in terms of he's not afraid what's coming back, but that boy has some serious power.
He really, really has. And at 13-0, 13 knockouts, 100% knockout rate. I don't think he's after any of the lightweights. The man he's after is Artur Beterbiev. He wants to catch him up. Beterbiev's 7 ahead right now, but if Sam Noakes keeps doing that, it won't take him long. Very good performance from him tonight against Luis Silvestre, who's an unbeaten English champion. Came in with plenty of pride, but Silvestre just couldn't keep him off. He got mauled in the end, so tremendous.
What's next for Sam Noakes? You know, as you said yourself, he's mauling supposed step-ups each fight as it goes. He's literally just cruising through them. So what's next for Sam Noakes?
I would imagine that he's going to keep a close eye on what happens between Mark Chamberlain and Gavin Quinn. They're two Queensberry lightweights contesting the European title. That feels like a natural next step to have British, Commonwealth, European titles on the line, as well as the WBC and WBO baubles. That feels like a really good natural next fight, but let's see. Let him enjoy his win first.
Anthony Yard back in the ring again tonight, the face-off with Joshua Buatsi. How big a fight is that in terms of the domestic clash?
It's huge. It's a monster. It's been brewing for 7 or 8 years now. It's a fight that clearly Buatsi wants. He showed intent. He came here tonight. He got in that interview. He's done tons of stuff with TNT Sports tonight. He showed intent. Anthony Yard has shown intent. Sounds like everyone wants the fight, so hopefully we get it.
What do you make of the Matchroom versus Queensberry card? Obviously, that
it doesn't exist yet, does it? I mean,
his Excellency that is essentially ordered.
Yeah.
Do you expect any specific weights to be called by Queensberry?
Imagine that. Imagine if I just like, oh, it's going to be this weight, and then that's it. I've given it away. But no, I actually don't know. So let's see.
On the subject of Saudi, obviously you're out there all the time now, it seems. George Groves has recently said he doesn't believe Tyson Fury will step foot in a ring again. What do you make of comments like that?
It's fine. George Groves is and Cole Froch and all of these guys are getting plenty of interaction and engagement by talking about the world's #1 heavyweight and the biggest star in boxing. So fair play, let them crack on.
Deb, thank you so much for joining me tonight. Thank you.
No worries, mate.